Do you actually show your cat you love them every day? You probably think you do. You give them the best food, provide imposing cat trees, and offer a safe home. But here is what nobody tells you. Most of the ways we, as humans, express our affection mean absolutely nothing to our little felines. In fact, some of your daily gestures, which you believe to be proofs of tenderness, might even be perceived as passive aggression and push your cat further away from you. These 7 rituals I am about to share with you take less than a minute each, but once you start practicing them with regularity, your cat will do more than just trust you. They will begin to genuinely love you back, according to their own ancestral codes. It all begins with the way you communicate with them on a daily basis. Have you ever noticed how your voice instinctively changes the second you step through the door and your cat greets you? That high-pitched, soft, slightly ridiculous tone that you would never dare use during a business meeting or in public. Many owners feel a bit foolish doing it, yet science is formal. You should be doing it even more, and without any embarrassment. A fascinating study conducted in 2022 by the University of Paris-Nanterre made a discovery that changes everything. Researchers recorded owners talking normally to other adults, then addressing their cats. They found that cats can perfectly distinguish their owner's voice from that of a stranger, but only when the owner uses that specific tone, often called cat-directed speech. When the owners used a monotonous adult voice, the cats barely reacted, ignoring them like simple background noise. But the moment they switched to that melodic, exaggerated tone, the cats perked up their ears, turned their heads and sought eye contact. This tone whispers to their instinct, "I am speaking to you. You are unique and you are safe." Every day, when you feed them or catch their eye, talk to them. The words matter very little. It is the vibration of your affection that creates the bond, a frequency that only the two of you share in the intimacy of your home. But affection does not only travel through sound, it is, above all, visual. Have you ever caught your cat staring intensely at you before slowly closing their eyes as if they were falling asleep on their feet? This is not drowsiness, nor is it a sign of laziness. That slow blink is one of the most intentional and meaningful gestures a feline can offer you. In 2020, psychologists at the University of Sussex proved that cats respond to their owners' slow blinks with slow blinks of their own, and that they are then significantly more likely to approach for contact. Why? Because in the wild world, fixed and prolonged eye contact is a sign of predation or a challenge. If you stare at your cat without blinking, even with all the love in the world, their reptilian brain sends them an alert signal. To them, it is a silent confrontation. The slow blink is the reset button for their stress. It is their universal, "I love you," a proof of consented vulnerability. Make it a sacred ritual. Every time your eyes meet, lower your eyelids deliberately for 2 or 3 seconds. When they respond, they are telling you, "I trust you with my life, because I know you will do me no harm." This trust is also strengthened by respecting their deep nature as hunters. Most owners go about playing with their companions the wrong way. They wave a wand toys up and down, while the cat watches them with a bored, almost condescending look. This is not laziness. It is pure and simple boredom. Your cat is an elite predator, a biological machine perfected for the hunt. Their brain is designed for a precise sequence: stalk, chase, pounce, and capture. To show them that you truly understand them, make the toy act like real prey. A mouse never runs toward a cat. It flees to save its skin. A mouse hides behind a box, freezes in a corner, then darts away in a sudden burst of energy. It is this unpredictable movement that activates their deepest instinct. A cat that can experience a real hunt for 5 to 10 minutes a day does not just stay physically fit. They become calmer, less anxious, and develop an indestructible bond with the person who allows them to finally be themselves. You are not playing just to pass the time. You are fulfilling their predatory soul, and they will be eternally grateful for it. And what if the most powerful gesture was sometimes to do nothing at all? We often think that creating a bond requires constantly soliciting the animal, petting them, calling them, carrying them, or kissing them. Yet, silence and stillness are powerful languages for felines. In the wild, cats only rest near those in whom they have absolute trust. They do not necessarily seek permanent physical contact, but rather the sharing of territory. By simply sitting in the same room as them, reading a book, or looking at your phone without trying to touch them or grab their attention, you are sending an incredible signal. I demand nothing of you. I just want to be here, near you. For a cat, this is the height of respect and courtesy. You will notice that over the days, if you practice this passive presence, the distance between you will reduce on its own. They will eventually settle right next to you, or even on you, not because you forced them or lured them with a treat, but because they chose you as a resting companion. In their world, this feline politeness also applies every time you approach them for physical contact. How do you greet your cat when you enter a room? If you go straight for their head for a scratch, you are committing a major social blunder. Cats process information through scent long before sight. Between themselves, they always start by touching noses, an indispensable olfactory recognition ritual. It is their security protocol, their way of saying hello. To respect this, simply extend a finger a few inches from their nose, without moving. Let them approach at their own pace. They will sniff, analyze your scents, and decide if contact is appropriate at that specific moment. If they rub their cheek against your finger, they are depositing their pheromones on you. It is their official green light, an invitation into their intimate world. By going through this 2-second step, you move from the status of an invasive human to that of a partner who respects feline conventions. A cat never forgets the one who asks for permission and respects their bubble. It is also crucial to understand that love passes through the respect of their moments of vulnerability, especially their sleep. It is extremely tempting to pick up your cat when they are sleeping, because they look like a peaceful little angel. But for them, it is a stressful, even traumatizing experience. Cats sleep between 12 and 16 hours a day to regulate their nervous system and recover from their state of constant hypervigilance. Deep sleep specifically is the only moment when their guard is totally down. Imagine being lifted off the ground abruptly during your heaviest sleep. Your heart races, your survival instinct screams danger before you are even fully awake. If you interrupt them often in their dreams, they will eventually associate your presence with a threat to their rest and will seek out increasingly inaccessible hiding spots, like under the bed or on top of wardrobes. To prove your love to them, become the guardian of their sleep. When they are asleep, simply go about your business or whisper a sweet word without touching them. They will learn that your presence is synonymous with absolute safety, and that is when they will choose to sleep out in the open more and more often, because they know you are watching over them. Finally, there is a biological secret, an anchor point that triggers a reaction stronger than any treat. It is the base of the skull, right between and behind the ears. This is the privileged area for allo grooming, the mutual grooming that cats practice only with members of their clan or their closest partners. It is a spot that a cat cannot reach alone with their tongue. By gently massaging this area with the tips of your fingers, using slow and repetitive movements that mimic the rhythm of a rough tongue, you trigger the release of oxytocin, the hormone of attachment and happiness, in both of you. This is no longer a simple comfort scratch. It is an act of social cohesion that confirms, both physically and chemically, that you are part of their intimate family. Watch as their eyes slowly close and their purr becomes deeper and more resonant. At that precise moment, their brain confirms to them that you are their home.